lemonThistle.com. Today I'm excited to show you how to make this DIY abstract painting even if you have no experience as an artist. I am not an artist by any means, and this is my first abstract painting. I did this smaller one here just to practice first, which I think turned out pretty great, and then I made this larger version for over my fireplace. This is the painting that you can see in my spring home tour. One of the things that I love the most about this painting is the gold in here. It's really reflective. You can kind of see how it shines. This isn't actually paint, this is a liquid gold leaf, and I really love the effect that it gave here. So since I've never done this before, I recorded the whole process for you, and I learned some things along the way. I'll be sharing all the tips and walk you through what I did to get these different effects. Before we get started, if you're not yet subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss any DIY videos. The first thing you'll need to do is pick your paints. I chose to stay with some pretty neutral colors. I chose white and kind of a navy with some blacks, and I did add some brighter blues in there. For this project I used all acrylic paints. You can use acrylic craft paints or you can use acrylic art paints. I really liked the acrylic art paints that I had. I found the thicker paints just did so much better in holding the texture. Put some of your paint into a tray or a palette and start by outlining your shapes in a white. I really liked this because I could kind of see the shapes that I was going for in the white paint, which doesn't really show up on the white canvas before I added in the darker colors. When I started adding in the darker colors, I found it was blending too much. It wasn't quite as bold as I wanted it to be. The colors weren't quite as, sharp as I was hoping for, so I switched from a brush to a palette knife. I love the way that the palette knife kind of picked up the colors underneath and laid down just chunks of the color on top. You can kind of see how it scrapes and it shows some of the white paint from underneath. This is great if you have nice thick layers of paint. You can get some really crisp variations in your color and you get some texture on there too. You can kind of see the ridges where the paint really stands out from the canvas, and I love how that looks. The design that I kind of went with on this was really just circles with lines coming out of it. I'm not really sure where that came from, but I liked how it was working. So I did two going horizontally, and then I added the one going vertically as well. I filled in some of the white spaces with some palette knife strokes, but you could blend it a little bit more with a brush if you prefer. It's kind of just whatever you really like the looks of. The one thing that I would caution you is don't work it too much. The more that you work it, the more kind of muddy the colors become, and it looks less abstract and more just muddled. When you're really happy with how it looks, you can go ahead and add in some liquid gold leaf if you like what I did there. I used a brush and just kind of painted it on. I would say that the circles are harder to imitate, so if you're going to paint some in, try painting it in the straight parts first and do the circles if you're brave. You can see that my gold texture on the circles is totally off. It's not the same at all. And then I went in and added some speckles of the paint. I really love how the spattering looks. It just stands out from the canvas with that gold leaf there, and it gets some nice shine when the light hits it right. That is it. Then hang it up and admire your handiwork. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this DIY video. If you did, make sure to hit that thumbs up button below and hit subscribe so you don't miss any more DIY videos.